Right, right. Okay, let's see. All right, good evening. Good evening. Let me the headphones on. Right, I need to put some my headphones on. Okay. All right. Okay. Welcome. Today uh, we have a very important topic today. We are going to discuss when do you quit your job to start a business? And so many people, they've got their ideas set in place. They have done the business plan. They've, put their funds aside, but then they don't know when to quit their job. So this is what we are going to be discussing today. If you quit your job to start a business, when did you quit your job? What made you to decide to quit your job? And how did you do it? And then what happened after you quit your job? Was your business moving smoothly, or did you go through a difficult time with your business? So, yeah, this is what we're going to be discussing today. And please don't forget to like. I see we got one visitor now at the moment, and they have liked already. Thank you very much for liking. Yeah, so this is what we're going to be discussing today. But first of all, I would like to know, how was your Easter Friday? Did you go out somewhere? What did you, or did you spend your time with your family? Hi, I love see. Says Block 929. Welcome to Block 929. I'm here again, just to have a chat with you. Today we want to discuss about if you want to start your business, when do you quit your job to go and start your business? Because this question comes a lot of times. Many people, they're always asking this question. I belong to a lot of groups, business groups, and people are always asking, when do I quit my job to start a business? And you know what? I made a mistake. I should have actually shared this into some of my groups that I participate in South Africa, because this question comes out so many times in the groups that I belong to in South Africa. Yeah, but anyway, let's see. Okay, yeah, I can actually do share. Um I can share in some of the groups so that they can actually. Um, okay, let's see. All right. Yeah, but this actually happens quite a lot. So I really would like to share in one of the groups that I belong to, because um, they always ask these questions many times. Yeah, but now okay, so let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining the chat, and I hope that we some of the people are gonna get the information, because some of the participants are going to share their experiences. It's very important that we all be proactive and share our experiences. Yeah, so I just wanted to share a link to some of the groups that I belong to, a business groups, so that some people can also join us. Um, all right. Okay, so let me also share one to my YouTube, to my WhatsApp group. Um, I hope that you had a great time over the Good Friday, and you are enjoying yourself during the Easter holiday. You are with your family, and you are drinking responsibly, and even driving. Don't drink and drive, because we want to be seeing you quite often. We want to be having a chat with you, enjoy your company. So please be responsible. Uh, okay, so oh, did I just go off the live? Um, all right. It seems like I went off live. Um, all right. Okay. If you can hear me, please leave a comment. I think I did something. I logged myself out of live. This is something that is I need to still get a grip on it. All right. Okay. I see, Lobster, you said you are still live. Oh, I was still live, yeah. But I didn't really notice that I was still live. But yeah, anyway, let's discuss and see how we can be able to help other people in terms of. It sounds good. All right. Thank you very much, Lobster. I really appreciate. But if you can't be able to hear me, please let me know. Let me know if you can't hear me. There's something that I did here, but anyway, I'm having another screen that is showing me my live session, but I need to come to the original screen, so don't know how to do it. But yeah, anyway, I will still go on. Please leave a comment. Tell us where you are. Tell us how the weekend has been with you. Um, and also, don't forget to like. Atlanta, USA. That's where Lobse is in at the moment. What's the time there in Atlanta? Tell us what time is it there, and how is the Easter weekend going with that with yourself that side? Yeah. So weekend going well, taking care of business. That's good. That's good. That's good. It's 2:44 p.m. That's after. That's in the afternoon. Here in Malawi, it's 20:44. And you know what? At the moment, I just wanted also to be able to tell you a story. Um, this is actually a South African story. In the wild wilderness of South Africa, in the tropical areas, because South Africa is very blessed to have different types of. They are within the tropical of I think it's tropical. Can we say tropic of Capricorn or tropic of Cancer? Tropic of Capricorn, and then they have the Mediterranean area. So which means that the line that draws between the tropics and the Mediterranean passes through South Africa. But now, at the bottom of South Africa, you have the Mediterranean climate. That's why they're growing grapes. And then when you go in the middle of South Africa going up, it's the tropical regions. And in those tropical regions, they are blessed to have that savanna vegetation. And there in that wilderness of South Africa grows a fruit called Amarula. They call it Amarula, but it's a Marula tree. This Marula tree bears a fruit which is called the Marula fruit. I don't know if you have ever heard of Amarula. Amarula is a South African drink that is made in South Africa. It's very creamy. When you look at the drink, you would think that it's ice cream. It's actually an alcoholic beverage that the people in South Africa they enjoy. Uh, this drink. Now, how did they discover this drink in South Africa? One day, some people were in the wild and they saw a bunch of elephants and they were crowding around a tree. And these elephants were eating the fruit that was coming from this tree. But what they discovered is that after the elephants had finished eating these fruits, they went berserk. They went wild. They started pulling trees up, down, and they were like, they were just, the activities that these elephants were doing was very, very strange. So the people were said they said that they had observed that every time these elephants are eating these fruits from this tree, they are always acting very bizarre. So some of the people they took the fruits and then they started experimenting with them, and they came up with a beverage out of this tree, and it was called Amarula. So this is what I'm enjoying myself over this Easter holiday, the Amarula drink. So I just wanted to share you the story behind the Amarula drink. So if you go to the liquor store and you find a bottle called Amarula, please buy this bottle and try it at home. And then you can also be having the same experience these elephants have in the wilderness. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you this. So I'm sitting here enjoying a glass of the Amarula tree and the Amarula drink. So yeah, peace and blessings from Brooklyn. Again in Brooklyn, J.R. Lewis, thank you very much for coming here to have a chat with me. Today, I want to discuss about, more especially for those of you who want to move from America going to Africa. When do you make that decision? When do you quit the job and say, I want to go to Africa to start a business? And many people, they are going through difficulties with this kind of decision. So many people cannot make the decision. But yeah, you have to come to this decision at a certain point. Like for myself, my decision to quit my job was actually, I was forced by circumstances to make the decision. I don't know if the circumstances had ever happened if I was still going to make this decision. But I believe that I was still going to make the decision. But I was actually forced to prematurely make a decision to quit my job to come to Malawi to start a business. Yeah, so I would like to know when. Oh, I'm getting a call now from somebody. Hello. Yes.
Yeah, is that block 9 to 929?
Yes, it's block 929, and I'm live on YouTube now.
Are you live on YouTube?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'll speak to you later once you are done.
Okay, all right. Are you going to watch me on live?
Yeah, let me go and watch you live right now.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, when you're done, give me a call back.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's one of the subscribers just called me. I think the number shows America. So I just explained that I'm live at the moment. Yeah, it's a call. It shows. Yes, you can give me a call, and then we can talk also live. And I think as we are going to get more advanced with these live shows, I think we should be doing live calls also, and then we can actually talk live, and you speak, and we can ask questions and all those kind of things. I think we need to come up with ideas to make these live shows more interesting. And I think I must also learn how to be able to incorporate some of the videos that I can be showing you on a live show so that we can discuss about the live show. I also want to do a sales training session live. And with this sales training session, I will be able to share with you also some videos to explain some of the situations in the sales process. So yeah, I need to still learn these things. Felix Maganjira says, great, I'm watching you now. Yeah, thank you. So it was you, Felix, who called me. Thank you very much. So when we finish, when we are done now, you can call, and then we can discuss and then talk about it. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about today is about when do you quit your job to go and start a business? And I'm getting this from so many people from different parts of the world. They ask me this question, Ted, when can I quit my job? And I always tell them that, first of all, don't quit your job. You know, before you know that your business is actually going to work and it's your business is actually established, that's when you can quit your job. As for me, I was actually forced because of circumstances to quit my job. But the circumstances came at the point when I was ready. I was in the process also of saying, okay, I need to quit my job and start my own business. So I had already started having plans. It's only that these circumstances that I faced pushed me to go and quit my job and start a business. But I always tell people that before you quit a job, you need to be able to start your business while you're working. You know, start your business as a part-time business, like a part-time hustle. And then you will be assisting your business while you're still working, until when you come to a position where you cannot balance between work and your business. There will come a point where it's going to be difficult for you to concentrate on your work because your business is now taking most of your time. That's when you're going to start deciding to say, now I can quit my job and start a business. I know that some other people, they want to take a risk and quit their job and start from scratch. But then when you do that, you stand a chance of experiencing a lot of difficulties, because then you have to be able to sustain yourself while you are unemployed. So that's why I'm advising that you do it this way. Timvani from South Africa, thank you very much. You know, my brother, you've been consistent. I should say thank you very much for being here. I just told a story now about the Amarula drink. I'm taking a sip of the Amarula drink. So I was telling the people the story of the Amarula drink. And I was telling how the Amarula was founded in South Africa. The Amarula is a South African brand, a South African drink. And I would advise most of the people who have never tasted the Amarula to just taste it. You know, just taste the Amarula so that you can actually experience the flavors of the Amarula. It comes from a tree called Marula tree. And this tree, the elephants love to eat the fruits. And every time they eat the fruits, the elephants, they go berserk. So that's how it was discovered. Ineo said, I think you use StreamYard. I think you use StreamYard. It lets you stream on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. And when you are done with the topic, you can drop the link for your viewers to call it. Okay, I will try to find out about StreamYard and see if I can learn more about it. because I need to improve this live session and make it even more interesting. And I think it appears that now on our channel, live streams are actually the best, that getting more engagement. It's giving us an opportunity to know one another. There are some of the people that have joined our WhatsApp group. We have just opened the WhatsApp group. I think I should be able to share the link. Let me see if I can get the link now for the WhatsApp group. Okay, let me see if I can be able to get the WhatsApp link so that I can share. Yeah. All right. How do we get this link? Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. For those who want to join our subscribers WhatsApp group, you can go through that link. Then it will take you straight to the subscribers group. Um, on WhatsApp. Yeah, the link is for subscribers group on WhatsApp. So if you go through to that link, it takes you directly to the subscribers group. There we can share how we can improve our channel, see how we can be able to interact with one another, share our knowledge, share our information so that we can grow each other. So yeah, I'm very serious about this. I want us to grow a community and see how we can empower each other with knowledge. Maybe we can get more knowledge from our friends in diaspora. You may also get some knowledge from us in Africa. And I think that's the best way to go so that we can share each other. They say knowledge is power. So with knowledge, we can go very, very, very far. Yes. Are you in business? If you are in business, when did you quit your job? When did you decide that, you know what, I'm done. I want to go start my own business. And what triggered you to do this? Did you go quit your job and start your business from scratch? Or did you quit your job and then you quit your job when your business had already started? In my case, I quit my job to go and start a business. The only thing that is different was that when I was quitting my job, I went into a property business. I had already bought a property and the house was almost done that I wanted to be able to sell. So that's what I did. But otherwise, I I had to quit a job before I started a business. So I came here in Malawi, started a business from scratch. And I'm telling you, when you go that route, it's not very easy. I faced a lot of challenges. There was a time when I was almost quitting. There was a time when I had no money at all for me to continue with my business. So I had to actually stop everything, go back to South Africa, worked for a few months to raise a few funds, and come back to Malawi. So yeah, that's why I'm saying if you want to start a business, my advice is going to be don't quit your job. First, start a business while you're working. Try to see if you can work with some other people, family members or friends, or you get some team of people to start the business and they'll be running it for you. You can run the business remotely until when the business demands most of your time, when you are failing to balance between your business and your work. And that's when you can now say, okay, let me quit and then go and start my business. It's not easy. It takes 3 years for a business to actually start picking up. Most of the startups, I understand, most of the startup businesses, they fail in the first 3 years. And it makes sense because in the first 3 years, nobody knows you. And then what happens is you need to grow your network. The people you need more people to know you. So in the first 3 years, the more people that you're going to meet, interact with in the first 3 years, the more you're going to get referrals, and then the more you're going to get business. So that's why a lot of people, they don't understand the fact that during the first 3 years of your business, that's when you need to be growing, expanding your network. So if you fail to expand your network during that period of time, then that's when things become very difficult and things crumble. Yeah, like for myself, I started a business. I was lucky because of Facebook. Many Malawians had known me about my business before I even started here, because many Malawians were following me while I was still living in South Africa. They were following me through Facebook. So they were seeing the stuff that I was doing there when I was busy renovating my house. So yeah, when I was coming to Malawi, I had already a number of people that knew about me and the things that I can do. So I was able to get some businesses from them to go and do some projects for their houses. And these people were mainly people from Malawians who are living in diaspora. So yeah, the diaspora community can also be a very big benefit for you to start a business, because it's the diaspora, when they are outside Africa, they struggle to do their projects here in Africa. They need somebody they can trust, somebody they can rely. Many people, they try to use family members and it doesn't always work. So what they do is they try to look for someone they can rely on. So while I was on Facebook, I was having a lot of contacts with the diaspora and community. So they actually helped me to start my business. So yeah. So when did you make a decision yourself to quit your job and start your business? Please tell us. All right. But otherwise, I hope that you're enjoying the weekend. You had a fantastic Easter Friday, Good Friday, and then you're looking forward to a much longer weekend tomorrow. With myself, as usual, we've been working. Yesterday we were working. Today we have been working. Tomorrow we are going to work, and even on Monday we are also continuing to work. So yeah, there's no holiday for us, because, like I spoke on the previous live, I am busy building. I'm busy working on my retirement. I want to retire when I'm 60. Yeah, so that's my goal. When I'm 60, I retire. So, do you have any question with regards to the topic that we're sharing today? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to come to Africa and start a business? Or are you in Africa, employed with a company somewhere? You want to quit, but don't know how you're going to quit? So, feel free to ask me any questions. Yeah, so this is what we're discussing today. Yeah, so it's a nice weekend. We work today. Today we were busy in the workshop. I asked one of the young guys who used to work for me on attachment as a student. He came over and he's busy welding for me the stand for the solar panels. Yeah, so because the solar system that we're putting in the workshop, the only thing remaining is for us to put panels on the roof. So he was busy working for me and doing this panel system. Yeah, it's a big, and I just discovered that it's too many panels, and what we need, the stand that we're going to build, is going to be massive. So it's not an easy job. And we also were fixing the grader. By the way, if you have watched the grader video, I've made a grader that we use to grade our roads. And somebody called me today. Next week, they want me to go and look at their road so that I can fix it. So the grader is starting to get business. So when I go there and grade the roads, I'm going to do the video and I'm going to share it on YouTube and share it on Facebook. Now you see what I've always been saying, that in Africa, we got lots of opportunities. We just need to see where the challenges are and try to solve those challenges. Now here we are. Some people are going to be giving me business to be going to grade their roads. And for me, the business that I want to do is not the one for grading roads. The business that I want to do is to sell the graders. So when I do this video, I'm going to sell the idea that you can start a business to grade people's roads and the people can be paying you, so that I can be able to sell these graders. So you can see that there are so many ways that you can be able to start a business in Africa. So like for those of you who are in the US, you can actually buy the bulk, I think you call it a bobcat, that big tractor, and bring it to Africa. You get lots of business to fix roads, sites where people are going to do construction. and they can be hiring you, and you can be doing this business. So there's plenty of business that you should be doing. All right. Yeah, so please let us know where you're watching us from. Please leave a comment. We have started a subscribers group, and it seems like there's a couple of people that have joined already, and this is very, very good. Let me see. Yeah, there is somebody that has joined already. Yeah, and I hope that many people are going to join. That's in the subscribers group. We're going to be discussing about what's going on. Irene says hello from Liverpool. Oh, we have got some people from the UK. So how is the UK? What's the time there in UK and Liverpool? I know Liverpool. I used to play Monopoly, so yeah, we used to, like Trafalgar Square and all those things. Yeah, so I was with you from few subscribers. Yeah, when we just started, that's when you started or you joined us. Thank you very much for being here and sticking with us. I see that a lot of subscribers, they subscribed, but they're not active. I'm sure most of them, they never like press the notification bell, so they don't get notified when I'm live or when I'm posting my videos. But I'm sure one of these days they're gonna come across my video and they're gonna start being active, because we are no longer slagging behind like in the past. This is now 2022. We are coming in with a new motivation. So yeah, thank you very much, Irene. You have done very well. Yes, thank you very much. Even though I slagged behind, I think from last month I have been very proactive with the channel, and if I had been doing this from that time, I think today we would have been having 50,000 subscribers. But I am not going to slow down anymore. I'm studying every day. I always promote people in Africa. Thank you very much. Thank you for doing that. People in diaspora. I have like a special place for people in diaspora, because people in diaspora, they are always very supportive and very understanding. Yeah, I do have a lot of subscribers from Africa too who are supporting us. Yeah, but this actually is very good that we help one another. We work together. You see, by doing that, when you are supporting us, the YouTubers in Africa, because it's not easy to run a YouTube channel in Africa here. I think you should actually be appreciative of an African YouTuber, because most of us, we are African YouTubers, we're doing it for passion. We're not doing it for money. So we are doing it because we love what we're doing, and we love to share the information. Like for myself, I love to share the information. So, but we are very thankful when you spend your time, your precious time, to sit and watch us talking to you. But also don't forget to share your ideas so that we can improve the channels, so that we give you the content that you're looking for. It doesn't help for me to sit here and giving me content that you guys maybe don't really favor. So yeah, please share information. A lot of YouTubers like Wodemaya register in America. Yes, I've seen Wodemaya's channel is registered in the UK. And for me, I want to register my YouTube channel in South Africa, because already there I've got a business, I've got an account there, so it will be very easy for me to do it. Timvani Vunene says, I'm in Business Plus and I'm working, but some month I have used my portion of my salary to sustain my business. I will advise people not to quit their job until the business is sustainable. That's very true. If you are most of the times having to sustain your business through your salary, that means then you are not yet ready. But also, sometimes your business is requiring you to sustain it with your salary because it's missing you. So if you were there, things would have been different, because you would be making some decisions. Right now, you're making decisions remotely. So The business actually maybe needs your attention to be there. So you need to really understand and say, okay, what is causing these challenges that I'm facing in my business? It could be because you are not there. So yeah, maybe sometimes quitting your job, going to do your business full time could be the right thing to do. So yeah, it all depends. Irene Davis says UK. Yes, I think Wodemaya's account says that he's from in the UK. Wodemaya, I think Miss Trudy. There are so many of them that their channels in the UK. Has your wife shown a fashion lately? Not. She has been making a few dresses, but she hasn't shown them on Facebook, on YouTube. I'm gonna talk to her and say that people want to see your designs. She has been making a couple of designs, but she hasn't been sharing those designs on YouTube lately. Oh, you like to see crafts? Yes. I mean, she's very talented. She can buy a piece of material and she will know exactly what type of design to get out of the material. And also, she can look at you and can just decide what kind of dress she's going to make to fit your body structure. And this is actually a gift. And I always pray to God that one day she realized that this thing that she has is a talent, and this is where she should be focusing her efforts in. I love the fabrics too. Yes, in Malawi we get a lot of African print fabrics, and we have got a variety of them. And some of them they are made locally in Malawi, but some of them they're coming from the rest of Africa, more especially Nigeria, West Africa, that side. Yeah, so there's a lot of variety in terms of fabrics in Africa. Ineo says, have you tried registering your channel while in Malawi? Like just changing your location, then linking your South African. But yes, I haven't tried it now, not yet. I was busy because when you're registering your channel in South Africa, it's only one bank that does. I did my homework and it says it's only one bank that is responsible for the monetization for Google Ads. And I think the bank is First National Bank, if I'm not mistaken. So my bank is a Capitec Bank. So if I am registering, you have to fill the form through First Capital Bank. But one of the requirements is that you should fill in your tax numbers that you have in South Africa and all that stuff. So I had misplaced my tax number. So I was busy looking for it. Now I got it. So I can register anytime now. That's what I'm going to do and link it with my bank. Irene Davo says, where is Lady? Uh, there is a lady makes clothes, needles, and uh, where does that lady do that? Needles and nourishment in her channel. Oh, okay. Please share the channel so I can let my wife watch that channel. Yeah, Ineo, that's it. I was just waiting for this, and then I managed to get my number, my tax number, so I will be able to do these things. I might be doing end of this month. Right now, there's still more things that I need to learn. I need to also go back to my channel. I need to clean my channel before I do the applications and see, okay, if my channel meets the requirements for YouTube partnership. And if there are some videos that don't meet, I need to remove them before I am going to do the monetization. Then after that, I'm going to start the process of monetization. I hope that it goes through because I've been working hard for it and I've been patient for it. And I hope that everything is going to go through. Oh, yeah, I think I've seen um, the daughter of the Back family. She actually featured on her channel a lady who was doing dresses, making African prints. I don't know if that's the lady. So she was trying out some of the dresses that this lady was making, and it was very beautiful dresses. So I don't know whether those are the dresses. Cheers. I hope you have also a glass of wine or sweet juice that you are drinking so you can do the cheers with me. All right. Um, yes, so that's but now I need to find out about how I can improve on my live streams to make it more interesting. And I'm also going to work on my backdrop to make it more interesting. I have got a few. I bought from the one of the Chinese shops. I bought lights that I'm using to reflect me, and I see that they have actually improved the the color of the screen that I'm sharing. It's not like before. And then I have to work on the backdrop and see what can I do with the backdrop. And also I need to find out an area in the workshop where I'm going to have it as my studio, where I can be sitting there and having a chat with you guys. And I always appreciate whenever I'm live that you come to watch my videos or my lives. And this is actually motivating me even more to share more and more and more. But don't forget to share subjects that we should be discussing. And it will be good if the subjects are coming from you guys, because then when I start doing it, it's like almost I'm giving you the information that you have been looking for. Okay, it's called Needles and Nourishment. I will try to look for that one and see if we can find it, this YouTube channel. Timvani says, it's cheaper to run business in Malawi. Yes, I think it is. I don't know if I can say that it's cheaper to run business in Malawi, but in a way I can agree with you, because say, for example, you come with 10,000 US dollars to Malawi. You will do a lot with 10,000 US dollars in Malawi than if you were in South Africa or maybe Nigeria or Ghana. So if you come with 10,000 in Malawi US dollars, it will take you very far. But what I can say is, it is very easy to do business in Malawi than to say comparing with other countries. The reason being, in most of the business ideas that you're going to start in Malawi, you won't have any competition at all, because there are so many other businesses that in Malawi they haven't even been introduced, that you find in South Africa, in Ghana, in Nigeria, or overseas. So when you come here, it's more likely that it will be the first time that people will be seeing that particular type of business. And even most of when we talk about even construction, there is so much in the construction industry that you can bring here that has never been done in Malawi yet. So there is a big platform for people to start a business. What problems do your appropriate technologies solve? Okay, my technologies, they're solving a lot of problems. I actually manufacture cement block machines. So at the moment, the challenge is that there are not many people who are making cement block machines. And in the meantime, the government is actually forcing us to change from using bent bricks to cement blocks. So the demand for cement block is very big. Now there's not a lot of people that are actually manufacturing the machines. So for somebody to get a good machine to make the blocks, they need to go and buy it from China and South Africa. Now it's very expensive for you to order from China and South Africa, and that's where I come in. My machines are affordable and user-friendly, and I also provide guarantee on my machines. And the fact that I am going to be available whenever they face any problems with the machines, it actually puts me above these machines that are coming from outside the country. So when you ask what kind of a problem I'm solving, I'm solving the problem of cost of buying the machine, and also the cost of the challenges that people face when they have problems with the machine, that they can buy a local machine and I'll be there. Now, I also want to bring in a new technology which is going to solve the problem of people processing their food that they have harvested from the farms, like maize. When people harvest their maize, when they want to separate the maize from the stalk, they have to do it manually. Now, I'm going to bring in the machines that will be doing this for them. So instead of working for, let's say, a whole month to just separate the maize from the stalks, like to make, like, say, to produce like 100 bags of maize in a month, they can now do it in like 5 days, because now there's machines. And the machines that I'm going to make, They can also work as electric, they can work with petrol, they can work with diesel. And I'm even going to improve these machines to a point where you can actually operate them manually. So those are the kind of challenges that I'm facing, I'm solving at the moment. So most of the technologies that are introduced, they are there to solve challenges that people face on a daily basis, whether it's in the construction industry and also whether it is on the farming industry. Irene says, do you know any crafts involving wood? Oh, in Malawi, there are plenty. One day I'm going to do a video. I'll go to crafts market so that you can see the crafts that Malawians make. So, yeah, we do have a lot. In fact, when I finished my high school, in those days, I worked for a company 1 year. And after that, I was buying these crafts to go and sell in South Africa to tourists. So that was actually my business. I know nothing about Malawi. Yeah, I'm sure, and it's difficult to know more about Malawi if you don't get somebody like me, a YouTuber from Malawi, talking about Malawi. You know, when you search on Google, you don't get much about Malawi. There is some information about Malawi, but you don't get a lot of information about Malawi. Vita Maria says that could be great, great stuff. And Karen Carter says, hello, can you talk about renting apartments and houses, also hotels and Airbnb? You know, when it comes to those areas where you're talking about renting houses, hotels, and those are not actually my area. So I would be lying if I must be giving you information about like hotels, how much you're going to pay for accommodation and all those things. That is not actually my area, but I can try to find out information about that so that I can share with you guys. Because you are not the first one, Karen, that is asking about it. I'm going to do more homework and do it. I'm going to go to one of the these companies that deal with property and then do some interviews there to hear more about it. But otherwise, mainly me, I'm on the construction side and I'm also on the manufacturing side. That's where I'm focusing most of my efforts and time. Irene says, Karen says tours. Yes, I will try to do the tours. The thing is that, you know, I'm not that very much connected with people that are in the construction in terms of, let's say, hotels and accommodation, and even people who are building private houses. I'm not that much connected to those people. So it's very difficult when you approach somebody who's got a beautiful house and say, I want to do a tour for your house. Are you going to allow me? That is actually a very big problem. In Malawi, many people, they want to do their things. They want to, you know, like they're not willing to share more about their properties, their homes and stuff. People just like to just say on the low down. And that's why you see that most of the Malawian YouTubers are not sharing a lot of videos about property, like going into somebody's house and taking a tour in the house and talk about the house. Many people just like to, you know, not expose themselves. So it's very, very difficult. Even when you talk about business, sometimes when we go and talk to people and say, I want to feature you, you know, I want to feature your business on my channel, you have to convince them for them to understand that by doing that, they are going to benefit from it. But many people, even it's very difficult to convince them about it. So that's why you're seeing that it's very tough for us to be sharing this kind of videos. So, like, you know, the people that I've interviewed about the business, it was very tough for me to actually get them to say a yes. And but eventually, when I've done the videos, they've realized that actually it was good for them because some of them have been helped in their businesses through those kind of videos that we've shared. Yeah. Is there a museum of African arts and craft? We have a museum in Malawi, but I understand that the museum, the last time I entered a museum in Malawi was when I was young, when I was in like primary school, I think. But I understand that it's no longer the same as it was that time. There hasn't been much attention to look after this heritage that we have in Malawi. But we do have museums in Malawi. Irene says you can see how much you enjoy your chat. You can see how much you enjoy your chats. No, I do enjoy. In fact, I can do this every day, but I believe that I don't want to be boring you. So that's why I'm jumping every day. I'm doing every other day. But I think I'm enjoying the live chats more than I do the videos that I do. Ineo says, oh yeah, trying to find out about Malawi properties if you are not in Malawi is tough. You find nothing on Google and the Facebook agents are a headache. Yes, when I was in South Africa wanting to come home to start a business in the property industry, I tried to do some, like Googling. I couldn't get no information. And I tried to, like ask some friends and family members to give me information, but the information that I got was not right. They were always telling me, whatever I want to do is not going to work in Malawi. Those things don't work in Malawi. So it was very, very difficult. Then eventually I just made my mind and I said, as long as I am going to go back to Malawi and I'm going to do things the way I've seen them here done in South Africa, I think I'm going to stand out. So when I came here, I was applying the knowledge that I learned that side here in Malawi. And even when I started, many people were saying, it can never work in Malawi because you can't bring in knowledge that you have got from South Africa and apply it in Malawi because Malawi is a different ball game. So it will never work. I never listened to that. I continued doing the things the way I had learned. And eventually I discovered that whatever I was doing, I was standing out. So the best way of doing business in Malawi, you need to stand out. You need to stand out, against the cloud. If you are doing something and in Malawi and you're doing it differently and you're doing it well, you are going to do very well. You are going to do very well. Malawians are very ambitious people. They want to try. It's difficult for them to change, but when there's something that is coming in a new trend, and that trend is something that is trending, they will come for it. Coffee Cigars, welcome to Block 929. Thank you very much for coming to watch the video, live stream. I saw this government is trying to put Malawi on the map of tourism. Let's hope this can happen and help Malawi. Which government is this? That's trying to put Malawi on the map. Tim Van says, Ted Malawi is sleeping giant. That needs to be awake. You are saying this. This is the second time I'm hearing you say this. And I agree with you. It's a sleeping giant. I was having the same talk today with my guys. And I told them, I said, we as Malawians, more especially Malawians who have never traveled outside the country, they will never understand the amount of opportunities the Malawi as a country has got. They will never understand it because the language that is always heard from us Malawians here in Malawi is poor. You can never do anything because Malawi is poor. But once you travel and you go outside and you see how things are done there, and when you come to Malawi, you see that those things that are done outside, they are not being done in Malawi. And if you can introduce those things, you are in business. So Malawi has got a platform where you can implement things that things that are not being done, that are being done outside Malawi, but they're not being done in Malawi. So the market is enormous, big market. Irene says on YouTube, Build a House in Malawi by Tony Dulang. I think I should. I must watch that. I think I have seen. Is Tony Dulang an American guy? I think he's an American guy. I've seen that YouTube at a certain time. Irene Davo says, type in house buying in Malawi on YouTube. I will do that, and then I can see what's happening there. Ineo says, it will never work is your favorite thing to say. Don't listen to them. Yeah. Every time when you say, I want to do this, they say, that can never work in Malawi. Because then you say, I want to do it. Then they'll say, but Ted, have you asked yourself a question why nobody has started doing it? And I always say, that's why I'm here. I want to be the first one to do it. And I can also be the first one to start something. That statement you're saying is really true. people will always tell you that will never work in Malawi. But never is not something that you should be putting in your vocabulary. Karen Carter says, thanks. Thank you very much. Irene says, I changed things in Kenya um, in cheap ways like 20 pounds. So hammer nail screws drivers give someone a job. Yes, that's true. Or free seeds. Yes. Timvani says, Ted, is labor cheaper in Malawi? Labor in Malawi is cheaper comparing to countries like South Africa. Is cheaper. Yeah. So I believe for myself that if you're looking for cheap labor and you come to Malawi and you're looking for cheap labor, you get cheap results. That's one thing that I've learned. So plenty of cheap labor, but the results that you're going to get are also going to be cheap. So for myself in my company, I try to pay the people more than the minimum requirements that the government has put to say, okay, like in Malawi, the workers are supposed to get like 50,000 kwacha a month. I'm paying my guys double that amount. But the way I do it, I give them the required minimum wage, but I also pay commission on top of that. So the minimum wage is to actually meet up with the government requirements, but the commission is to actually push them to do the job better and faster. That's what I do. So if you want to pay the people less in Malawi, your job is also going to suffer. Your actually your outcome, the outcome from your job is going to suffer. But also, you don't want to pay too much money, because you pay too much money, it doesn't. Sometimes the people fail to understand. They don't see that paying them a lot of money is an opportunity to them. They don't see it that way. So that's why, for me, I believe the commission is what makes my business to work without any hassles, because the commission is always, you get paid by the amount of work that you are producing. So if you work faster, you get paid more money. If you work less, you get paid less. So yeah, that is the way that I pay. Kofi says Malawian government, I saw it on social media. Oh wow, that's great. I think I must check that one and see. Was it on Facebook? I want to see. Was it a video on Facebook, or what was it? Was it an article or something like that? Irene says 16 thumbs up. Yes, please like. I see we are having, okay, currently we're having 12 viewers, but we have 18 likes. So yeah, thank you very much for liking, guys. I really appreciate. But also, if it's your first time, subscribe. I set up my goal myself to be getting 1,000 subscribers a month. So for this month, right now I'm standing on 5,300 something subscribers. But I know that I reached 5,000 last month on the 15th. So it means that I'm not doing very well, because today it's just the 16th. So it's almost a month since I reached my 5,000 subscribers. So if I've got 5,300 something subscribers, it means I've just gained 300 something subscribers from the 15th of last month to now. So I'm gaining like 300 subscribers in a month. This is not good. So, but I want by the end of this month, I should be having 6,000 subscribers. Now, I've done my calculations. I need at least 35 subscribers a day. So today, I should be able to get more than 35 subscribers. Tomorrow, the same. And the only way to achieve it is to do more lives and share more content. And I'm learning a lot about how to grow your channel on YouTube. And I think with what I'm learning, once I start implementing it, from next month, I'll be gaining more than 1,000 subscribers per month. That's a challenge that I'm giving myself. Hazel says, greeting King Ted and Queen Shelley and chat. Thank you very much. Shelley is up there at the house. She's busy enjoying the Amarula glass. So yeah, I just shared a story about the Amarula. So when you finish this, you can watch at the beginning. I was sharing the story of the Amarula. I don't know if you've ever heard of Amarula. It's an alcoholic beverage made in South Africa. It's made from the marula fruit, and this fruit is enjoyed a lot by elephants. And every time the elephants eat this fruit, they become very bizarre. They go mad. So that's how people discover that this fruit must have something. Why do the elephants love this fruit? Yeah. Hazel says, okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Hazel. We really appreciate you coming to watch us on this day of Easter holiday. Thank you very much. Yes, now we were talking about people who want to quit their job to start a business, or people who want to drop everything, resign, and come to Africa. Because when you are moving from diaspora and you want to come to Africa, you need to come here and start a business. You can't come here unless you're retiring and you know that you'll be getting a certain package every month. Then you can come here to just retire and just relax yourself and enjoy. But if you are younger, you want to come here because you don't want to experience the hassles you're getting that side, you need to come here and start a business. But when do you do this? That's what we're talking about now. Can you research AMREF in Malawi? I'll do that. What is AMREF? What do they do? Ineo says, have you noticed there's a lot of Malawians going live on Facebook now? Pansetse bundles for the win. Yes, now that we have Pansetse bundles, there's more people coming on Facebook. The problem that we face in our country is that many companies, many organizations, even with the government, they think that when they charge people more, they're going to get more money. You know, like for myself, I want to sell my products very cheap. I can talk about, I'm not saying like cheap, but I want to sell my products affordably so people can afford my products. The reason why some of my products have got high prices is only because of the materials that are used to make quality products. The materials are very expensive. If I could get the materials at a much better price, my prices would also go down. I don't believe that by selling things at a high price, then you make more money. I don't believe that. You know, these cell phone companies, they believe that by selling their units very high, they will make a lot of money. You must believe me. Right now, the cell phone companies are making more money than they were making before, since they have put the prices lower. By putting the prices lower, it means that almost every Malawian now can afford to go on YouTube, can afford to go on Facebook, can afford to go live. And because there's so many people going live, then it's more money for these companies. You have to sell your things at an affordable prices so that you can make more money. But unfortunately, most of the organizations and companies in Malawi don't understand that. Even when it comes to the tax itself, our government should make the tax affordable. You know, they can have levels, different tax levels for different types of people. Like for example, people who have got small businesses selling in the market, they can have their own tax bracket, and which is very affordable. Because right now it's even difficult for somebody in the market to actually register for tax. So if they can just come up with a certain amount for somebody who's got a small welding business, somebody who's got a business in the market, to say, okay, everybody who's in this category, they can just pay, let's say, 10,000 kwacha or 20,000 kwacha a month. They will be collecting a lot of money every month. And the people will willingly go to pay this money because they can afford it. But when they say everybody has to pay 14%, the guy in the market is not going to be able to manage to pay 14% tax. So we have to start understanding that by making things easier for people, we make more money. You see what I mean? So yeah, bundles now are affordable. Many Malawians are online now. There are so many Malawians who are watching my live videos now, which is very, very good. And another thing which is very important, there are so many young Malawians who are going on YouTube to learn how to do things. So by putting the bundles down, it is now going to open a door for people to learn things. The more people learn, the more they're going to start doing things, implementing new ideas, and the more the country is going to grow. Data is very important for the country. What is the cost of apartment and rental? I'm being asked these questions a lot, but I know that um, a small little apartment in a good area will start from 200,000 kwacha going up to even 1 million kwacha. So those are the ranges. If you are going to areas like area 40, 43, 44, you want to get a small room behind somebody's house, I'm sure it will start from 200 something. In my area where we are, a house like mine should be already coming over 200,000. So you will be in the ranges of 150 going up. But once you're going lower than that, then you are going into other areas that are now high density areas. Yeah. But I will try to meet some people who are in the property industry and interview them so that they can share this information. Can you get a driver's license in Malawi as a foreigner or drive on a foreign driver ID? Yes, many people are driving with a foreign ID. It's not a problem at all. If you got an American driver's license, you'll be able to get a driver's license. And if you want to go get a driver's license when you get here, it's possible. And if you are on a SADC area, like SADC, Southern African Development Countries, when you go down from Malawi, going down to up to South Africa, you can use your driver's license in these countries without any hassle. Tim Van says, in business, you make money when you buy, not when you sell. Yes, that's how you make your money. If you are buying things at a lower price, then you are actually going to make more money. But if it's so high, you're going to sell at a higher price and you want to make a lot of money. That's true what you say. Hazel says, because they already have money. Yeah, so that's one of the first things that we face. You have to actually spend less when you're buying your materials for making your products, and then you will be able to make more money. But if you buying like at a higher price your materials, it will force you to actually sell your materials at a higher price, and that causes the prices of your products to go high and your sales are affected. And that's very, 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 very true. All right. Anybody who is watching us who is in a business, tell us what business you are in and how is the business going. Is there anybody that is from diaspora that is in Africa and is running a business and watching us? Please tell us what business you're doing. How is your business doing? We just want to know, and just to motivate others who want to come to Malawi or Africa to start a business. Sure. Otherwise, how is your weekend? How are you enjoying yourself? As for me, I spend my weekends with my family. I haven't gone anywhere. I've been here from yesterday. I'll be here until on Monday with my family. We just relax and we open ourselves a bottle of Amarula and we're enjoying ourselves. Tomorrow, the guys are coming here to work. Tomorrow is Sunday. There will be some guys that will come to do some work, and it's the same happens on Monday. Yeah, so at Block 929, it's always activity. We are very behind. We need to, be able to finish everything by the time we reach, our ages are reaching 60. So when I hit 60, I don't want to work as hard as I'm working now. I'm working smart to build up everything so that when I reach 60, I can just be relaxing. So that's why we are working all the time. All right. Anybody who has got a question to ask, please feel free to ask. I'm here to answer your questions. Current viewers is 10 people. We have 10 people who are watching, so I need 10 questions. Please ask me 10 questions. And it shows me that we had 85 views, but we have 20 likes. Please don't forget to like. The more likes we have, the more algorithms we are going to get from this video. And the more it's going to help to expose this channel to other people, more channel members coming in. It means the more channel people come in, the more motivation I'm going to get. The more subscribers I get, the more motivation I get, the more content you're going to get. And please ask questions. Keep on asking, asking, asking. Anything you want to know, ask. I'm here to actually answer your question. Coffee says, keep it up with the good work. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, yeah, so I'm here in the workshop, and even Tamara is here. She's busy watching something on YouTube. Are you busy on what YouTube? Yeah. Yeah, Tamara is with me in the workshop. She's watching something on YouTube. I think she's following me because I'm having here the Wi-Fi is with me here. So when she's up there, she doesn't get enough connection. She's following me in the workshop. Yeah, so everybody follows me when I'm coming down to the workshop because of the Wi-Fi. Tim Van says, Ted, an entrepreneur never retire. Uh, I want to be one of those first entrepreneurs who is going to retire. For me, retirement doesn't mean that I want to go sit on the balcony there and sun tanning myself. No, that's not the retirement that I'm talking about. The retirement I'm talking about is I need to work lesser than I'm working now. I work every day from Monday, to Saturday to Sunday. I work every day. And then I also sleep very late. I sleep like 2 o'clock in the morning. I need to learn. I need to always think all the time. So for me, retirement means that I can sit on the balcony there while my business is running. And whenever somebody else is running the business, when there's challenges that they're facing, they come to me, I just give advice. When I'm tired of sitting there on the balcony, sun tanning myself, I can come to the workshop, look at what's going on, go back and sit on the sun tan myself. That's what I'm talking about, the retirement I'm talking about. I don't want to be 60 and still wake up to 2 o'clock in the morning trying to learn new things and trying to fix problems, challenges, and all the stuff. That's not the retirement I would like to do. So, yeah, an entrepreneur never retire. I agree with you. But for me, when I talk about retirement, is working lesser than I am working now. Hazel says, hi, Princess. Yeah, so we have Princess here. She's talking about Tamara. Vita Maria says, did you take a loan from the bank when you started your business? Nope. I have never taken a loan. Yes, in the beginning, while I was in South Africa, I took a loan for me to get some money to come buy a house here so that I can start my business. That is the only loan that I took. And then I went back and then I've been paying that loan. And then I finished the house and I sold it. But even along the way, when I sold the house, there were some mistakes that I had made, and they ended up not having money at all. So when I lost that money, I did not start the business again using money from the bank. I've used money from the customers. So what I did, I spent a lot of time on Facebook, marketing my skills. I've been sharing a lot. If you can go on my Facebook profile, you will see that I used to spend a lot of time sharing ideas, sharing knowledge, and sharing my products on Facebook. And this helped me to establish a good relationship with people so that they were able to, if I come with a product and they need it, they were able to give me a deposit so that I can go and make the product and then they give me the final pay. So this is how I have grown my business. I've grown my business by getting deposits from people, do the product and sell it back to them. So I've never really taken a loan from the bank. Yeah. Hazel says, work when you want to. Yes, that's what I want. I want to work when I want to. I don't want to be forced to work like the way I'm today. Today, I have to work. If I don't work, things are not going to work. Coffee says, Ted never sleep, always thinking like a good entrepreneur. I am always thinking. One thing I should be sharing with you, the truth that I should be sharing with you about Africa is that there are plenty opportunities. But those opportunities, they are not just going to come to you on a silver platter. You will have to work for those opportunities. The good thing is, if you're doing something you love, it won't look like you are working. It will look like you're having fun to get those opportunities. But if you come here and start, let's say, start a business, let's say you start a workshop, but you're just starting a workshop because you wanted to just start a business in Africa, and that is not your passion, you are going to be working every single day. You're not going to have fun doing it. It's going to be tough. But if you come here, if you have been saying, let's say you have been doing overseas, you've been like working in a workshop, you are a mechanic and you love to work in a workshop and you love being a mechanic, you come to Africa, you start a business, you're going to have a jolly time, a jolly of your lifetime in Africa. Why? Because you'll be doing something that you love. Even though you're going to be facing challenges, those challenges are not going to be challenges at all to you. They will just be obstacles. And obstacles can always be broken. So you will enjoy yourselves. So coming to Africa and starting a business is going to be more fun for you because you're doing something that you love. Yeah. So for me, I never sleep. I'm always trying to find something new, learn. I have to learn all the time, because if the day that I'll stop thinking, the day that I'll stop learning is the day that my business is going to go down. So I have to always think, I have to always learn something new. Karen says, is it easier to ship or mail small products from Malawi to the US? No, it's very difficult. I remember my wife had to made some dresses, and one of the subscribers bought the dresses and she had to send them to America. It was a hassle. It's not easy to send anything from Africa going to overseas. It's easy to send something from overseas to Africa, more especially Malawi. Like in South Africa, it's much easier. But when you come into countries like Malawi, it's very, very difficult. I don't know why it is like that, because if I want to send a package to you from here, DHL, it's the same DHL that you will use to send the package to me. So if you are on that side and you want to send me a package to Malawi, it's very easy. You can even do the whole process from your home. You can send them the dimensions of your package, the weight and everything. They'll give you the prices they're going to pay. And it's not going to be too much that you're going to pay to send something to me. But if I must send to you the same type of package back to America, it's going to cost maybe 2 or 3 times more than it has costed you. I don't know why things are like that. And things shouldn't be like that. So sadly, that's how the status quo is. Yeah. So Ineo says, what do you think of airwing plots? And what is the best way to buy a plot? First, Facebook agents are posting those a lot. Airwing. If you want to buy a plot at Airwing, I would say that you have been a little bit late at the moment, because there was a time I shared on my profile about plots that were being sold in Airwing. At Acacia. I don't know if you've seen that Acacia. At the time, the plots were somewhere like 1.3 million. If you want to buy a plot today there, you won't even find a plot from the Airwing area that I was advertising at that time. Now you have to go further away, and it's even going to be expensive. If it's going to be cheaper, that means that those plots are way out of the way, But buying plots at Airwing is not going to be a mistake, because it's a growing area. It's a safer area. It's close to the military base. So the place is safe and it's growing. So yeah, buying a plot at Airwing is not going to be a mistake. The only thing is you're now going to buy the plot further away from Lilongwe itself. So when the people say Airwing, they are not actually meaning close to the airport itself, but it's very, very, very far now, because most of the land has been taken, and it's been taken by a lot of diasporans that have bought those land. I helped another lady to buy a plot there at Airwing, and and she bought it at a very good price. Today the plots are very expensive, and when she was buying this land, the place was a bush, but now there's houses everywhere. So Airwing is good for you to buy. Giacomo says, I like the sun tanning and afro skin like mine. Yeah, like I want to every now and then. When I grow old, I can just go there, sit on my back on the sun tanning myself. I'm looking for a nice, what do you go, this, like the weaved, beach chairs. I saw one in Lilongwe. I mean, I saw a couple in Lilongwe. I want to buy two, one for me and one for my wife. So when we have 60 years of age, early in the morning, we need to do our sun tanning. We go out, sit there on top of the balcony, relax and put our, like sunscreen, sun tanning there, and talk about life. And then in the evening, we do the same. There's going to be a balcony on this other side. We do the same, say to the sun goodbye when it's setting. So yeah, that's going to be most of our time. And what we've done also, behind the house, there's space. We want to build a flat there, a granny flat, so that when our kids kick us out of that house, we can stay there at the back. But every now and then we'll ask them if we can go up there to do some sun tanning. Yeah. Hazel says they are so full of it. Yeah, dear Kako. Inayo says, I figure it was further out because there was one selling at 750. Yeah, 750, it's a bit further out because the air wing itself, which is close to the airport, you won't get a plot for 750 today. Not today. Yeah, so those ones, they are further. They must be going towards Garcia. So it's a bit far. Yeah. So that is that. We have a lot of mosquitoes here at this time of the year because it was raining. So yeah. Okay, so don't forget to press that like button. Please press that like button. And if you are watching us for the first time, subscribe. I am begging you to subscribe. Live sessions, they're the only ones that will help me to get new subscription. I see that I had 94. I've got 94 views. There's currently 15 people watching. Out of the 94, if I go and check on the YouTube, what do you call this, studio, you'll find that it's only maybe 10% who are subscribers. The rest are new people. So please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. If you subscribe, you get rewarded. And the reward is you get good content. I'm promising you to be bringing in good content. You aren't here by mistake. You're here for a reason. So subscribe. Ineo says, I figure it was fun. Okay. Tim Van says, Ted, can you please tell us about the electricity in Malawi? Is it stable? You know what? You're asking the wrong person because, like for me, I use my own power. I'm using solar for my house. I have got 3,000 watts inverter, and I've got about 14 panels on top of my house. They are 80 watts panels, and I've got about 10 100 amps batteries. They are not lithium ion batteries, but they are just those what do you call these batteries? But it's the normal batteries, but solar batteries. So I don't even know when the people are having blackouts out there. But yes, I can tell you that the situation is better than it used to be before. So many people, the people are not getting as often as it used to be when it comes to blackouts, but they do get blackouts. But most of the times, I don't even know that the people are having blackouts because I'm using my own electricity. But yes, the situation is better than before. Yeah. Lorian says, I'm interested in e-commerce. Can you do a chat video on the difficulties your wife experienced when shipping abroad? Oh, okay. Yeah. What I'll do is I'm going to do a live session with her so she can discuss about that business. In fact, my wife is not even any more interested to be doing that business of selling the addresses to send outside the country because the challenges she experienced during that process, it was frustrating her. It's not easy to send anything from Malawi. And what is sad about it is that the way it is so challenging here in Malawi to send anything outside the country, the person who is on the other side, most especially if somebody is in America or the UK, they are not going to understand that simple things like just packaging something, taking it to a shipping courier company and sending it to America and be so difficult. Sometimes it sounds like the person is not being honest. It's like you're being dishonest because of you cannot when you are overseas, you cannot understand how can people struggle with a simple thing as packaging, taking something, putting in the box, and then shipping it to America. It's so difficult. It's a in terms of price, it's a lot of prices, and sometimes they don't give you the good quotations. They don't give you quotations in time, and it's a lot of hassles, and it's very expensive, very very expensive. So yeah, we one day I'm gonna sit with her, and maybe she can discuss and explain what challenges she was facing. And when she was busy doing this, on the other side, the person could not understand how can this go. And even when it happened, the person paid us the money, and then we had the person deposit the money in our account the other side in South Africa. But it was very difficult. Even the process of sending the money to Africa was a tough process. The person sent the money, but for us to get the money, it was very very difficult. Africa, I don't know how we are going to improve our situation here. Things don't go the way it's supposed to go. um, so yes, we are going to do a live to discuss about shipping to shipping from Africa. Shipping to Africa is very easy, but from Africa out is not easy. Yeah, please, um, if you are 100 views, I see. If it's your first time, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Don't force me to do at the end of the month to do a live session where I'm gonna say I want to hit 6,000 subscribers and then I'm gonna be alive. The whole night awake again. No, yeah, it was not an easy thing to do last time, to be awake for the whole night to hit 5,000 subscribers. But yes, this month we should hit 6,000 subscribers. And there's a lot of things to learn about YouTube, and it's very exciting. Kofi says, I hope Jumia can help Malawi in that. Who is Jumia? Um, I don't know who is Jumia. Please let me know who is Jumia so that I can also know who that person is. Yeah, so I can see that I've been here how many minutes now? I was busy tampering with my screen and I had lost my screen, and then now I've got a different type of screen here. It's actually showing me it's playing my live stream back so that I can actually see myself. Yeah. Kuba Africa says, have you shipped within Africa? Very very difficult. I can't be able to shift to West Africa right now. There is for Malawi, but this is going to be done by this lady's connection. So there's, Malawi is exporting groundnuts to Kenya, and then in Kenya they export that groundnuts to Europe. So there's trucks moving from Malawi going to Kenya to deliver groundnuts. So that's how our machine is going to travel to Kenya. So that will be the first time that we are going to ship anything out of Malawi to Africa. But I have once sent something. I sent my son's school certificate via DHL to South Africa. That's the only shipping I've ever done. Coffee Cigar says Jumia is the biggest e-commerce in Africa. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that. It's the first time that I'm hearing of Jumia. Kuba says 85 minutes ago. And the Coffee Seeker says they are doing great things here in Accra, Ghana. Okay? The Jumia people are doing things in Accra, Ghana. How can I learn more about the Jumia organization? Please, can you share links or something? Yeah. I've just I shared on the group, our WhatsApp group, and I hope that you have clicked to that group to join our WhatsApp group. I'm not going to be bothering you in the WhatsApp group just talking nonsense. I'll try to make sure that I'm just giving you, very important content. Yes. So if you are interested, you can join our WhatsApp group. I've shared a link for the WhatsApp group. If you go through that link, it will just bring you in the WhatsApp group. And the advantage of the group is going to be that whenever I'm going to go live, I can share with you. Have a companion. Welcome, welcome. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. My subscribers, I don't know if you know about the Happy Companion. Please go and check out his channel. He's in Gambia. Please subscribe to his channel. I always go and watch his channel every now and then. And also, when you travel to Gambia, like even myself, when I travel to Gambia, he's the first person I want to get in touch with because he can take you around. He can show you around in Gambia. I've seen him taking a lot of subscribers, taking them around Gambia. Welcome to our channel, Happy Companion. Thank you very much for visiting. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I've shared WhatsApp link so that if you want to join the subscribers group, you can go through to the WhatsApp group. Asante sana. Yes, asante sana. Asante. Thank you very much. In Chichewa, in Malawi, we say zikomo, which means thank you. Zikomo kwambiri. Thank you very much. Zikomo kwambiri. Yeah, so thank you very much, Happy Companion, for coming to join us on this live chat. Yeah. Most of the times I'm actually very, very tired. So I miss most of your chats, Happy Companion, because most of your chats are at 2 a.m. in the morning. And most of them, I miss them because at that time, nowadays, I'm just by 12 o'clock, I sometimes sleep with the laptop on my lap. And my wife wakes me up and say, "Hey, you've been sleeping," and I find that the laptop is on my lap. So yeah, I miss most of your chats. Apple Companion says, "I just joined the group, my brother." Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. I really, really appreciate. It's very, very nice to keep in touch with the YouTubers, more especially the YouTubers from diaspora. It's very, very nice when you keep in touch with them. So thank you very much for joining the WhatsApp group. So we can be talking more. And then when I'm coming to Gambia, it will be very much easier for me to keep in touch with you. And I want to visit you. There's a couple of YouTubers that I want to visit when I get to Gambia, and one of them is you yourself. Thank you very much. Kuba Africa says, "I really like what you do. Keep it out." Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Lorian says, "This is too bad. Have to find a way to deal with the shipping issue. Several heads together. Possibly, can I improve this?" Yeah, I mean, if you can start a business that is to do with logistics within Africa, you got a business, my brother. Because to tell you the truth, the trader or a manufacturer or somebody who produces products from Zambia who wants to send it to Nigeria, it's very impossible for them to be able to do it. And also somebody who's in Nigeria wants to send something to Zambia, it's almost impossible to do it because there's no network between our countries, for us to trade with one another. If I want to send a machine to Gambia to the Happy Companion, it's almost impossible for me to be able to do it because there is nobody who is catering for this kind of market. So if you can start a business that will be dealing with logistics within Africa, then you are in a very good business. Very, 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 very good business. And Coffee Cigar says, "If you know about Amazon, This is e-commerce, like a marketplace which sells things on their website. Also, they are building the biggest logistics network in Africa with the third-party business. You see what I mean? Even Amazon, they have seen that there is an opportunity in Africa, but this is supposed to be done by us, ourselves as Africans, to do it. But now some companies going to come from the West and take advantage of the situation. You see, because we are failing to come up with ideas that we can do this business ourselves. So yeah, there's a big business in the industry. So yeah, somebody, some diasporas, please come together and team up and come up with a solution when it regards to logistics there in Africa. Yeah. So yeah, this I had spoken about it before, that we need to start to think of, say, how can we be able to sort this situation where we can make life easier for ourselves, when it comes to shipping our products across the continent. Yeah. So it will make it much, much easier. So yeah, there's a big demand in that area. So we shouldn't let Amazon to come and monopolize the situation. Okay. Anybody who's got some questions that I can answer, I am open to answer your questions. Yes, Tim Van says logistics is big business opportunity in Africa. I was even thinking like the first way to start is to link between Malawi, Zambia, Botswana, and South Africa. Or you can go this way: Malawi, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, South Africa. So you can have a logistic company that will be, like catering this area. So you take goods from Malawi, you go in Mozambique, some of the goods you deliver them in Mozambique, and you get some stuff from there. You go to Zimbabwe, you deliver some stuff from Zimbabwe, and then until you reach South Africa. And you can even turn from South Africa, you go to Botswana, Namibia, and then you start coming back. Good business. There's plenty of Malawians who are living in South Africa, who are living in Botswana, who are living in Namibia, who want to bring their stuff to Malawi. And there is some businesses from Malawi that are actually doing this business, doing shipping stuff for people from South Africa to Malawi. So it's big business. Kofi says they are Germany based with a headquarters in Nigeria. You see, they have a headquarters. Is it an African company? Tim Van says logistics big business. Kuba says, what is your opinion about intra-business communication within Africa? My opinion that I can say is we are not doing good. We are not doing good because there is not easy platform for businesses to communicate with one another within Africa. Say, for instance, like myself, I'm manufacturing cement block machines, but it's business. It's very difficult for us to communicate with the clients who are in Nigeria, who are in Botswana, who are in Kenya, to be able to ship our stuff to them without any problems. There is no platform for us to use so that we can be able to trade with one another. So yeah, communication, we need to improve on that. I hope that there is some diasporans who are working in that industry, who can come to Africa to solve this kind of problems. Because maybe we guys who are continental Africans, we don't know where to start. So you guys, you already know how to start this. So please, if there's people out there, there's plenty. Come to Africa and do logistics, where you're going to be, doing some courier businesses within Africa. Find out a solution, come here, talk to governments and see how you can solve this problem. In fact, our governments in Africa have been having a chat, speaking to one another to make it easier for Africa to trade within itself. So when you come in, I don't think they're going to give you any hassles. When you come in and say, we have a solution to do the logistics within Africa so that people can trade with one another. I should be able to just go to an office. Imagine if I want to send money to Nigeria to somebody, It's very easy today. I can go to MoneyGram's office or Western Union office. I'll do my transaction. The next moment, somebody in Nigeria will be receiving their money. But when I want to send something to Nigeria, there's no office where I can go with my package to have it sent. Nowadays, it's not like in the past. I could be able to send a package to Nigeria through the post office, but you can't do it anymore today. The post communication has been messed up now in Africa. So, we need to do something. Kuba says, what is your, Kofi says, that's my background, operation and logistic. Wow. So you can see yourself, there's a business there. So please come and start setting up something here. And you have to do it very, very quick before Amazon takes over. Regno Music, welcome, Regno Music. Grace and peace. Yes, grace and peace to you too. Ineo said, if you want to do multiple businesses, do you register them under one name or every business is registered with a separate business? I also used to think that if you have business, yes, in fact, I must say yes, you can register your businesses with different names. It all depends. Say, for example, like in my situation, I've got two businesses. I have got Gizmo Innovations that manufactures machines, and I have Pamudzi Property Investments. Pamudzi Property Investments was a business that was focusing in the property industry, but it was the first one that I opened, Pamudzi Property Investments. But when I started making the cement block machines, I kind of shifted from Pamudzi to the manufacturing. But now I have two businesses with two different names. But when I went to register the tax, I discovered that now I can put all the businesses under one tax number. So they're all registered under one tax bracket. But this is happening because they are all what you call sole proprietorship businesses. They're not limited businesses, limited companies. So they are also proprietors. So if you are a sole proprietor, you can have so many businesses, but they will be registered under one tax number. Yeah. All right. I'm seeing notifications. A lot of you have joined the WhatsApp group. Thank you very much. We can be communicating also sometimes when we are offline. Thank you for joining the WhatsApp group. Timvani Bunene said, all by design. Yes, but we need to break that design and introduce our own designs. It's a high time we started coming up with our own designs. Timvani says, Ted, have thought of manufacturing cement in Malawi. Since you do cement blocks, it allows you to control the entire value chain. Yeah, I want to do cement block manufacturing. I make cement block machines, but I also want to enter that industry. But what I've learned is that the Malawi has got plenty. I will always say it, and I'll always repeat. Malawi has got plenty and plenty and plenty of opportunities. But it's like when you want to go and harvest some honey, you will have to go there, but you have to deal with some obstacles, and the obstacle is going to be bees. So the bees are going to be biting you there. So it's the same situation with Malawi. So there's plenty of opportunities in Malawi, but the challenges, the bees that you face in Malawi is that many people in Malawi don't, because many people have not traveled to go and experience how things are done the rest of the world. We are in this box where we do things in a certain way that is actually very different from how the outside world is doing. So even the people, the mindset, the thinking that the people that you're going to work with, their mindset is not the same as the mindset that you find people who have been able to experience life in the West. So like, for instance, you are in the West, you come here to start a business in Malawi. You know that when you do a business, this is how the business is going to be done. And when you get a team of employees, this is how they're going to supposed to be behaving or acting or doing the job. But when you come here, you find that You put up everything in place, you train the people, but when you start doing the system, you find that everybody is doing, the people are doing different from what you have trained them to do. It's because they are programmed to do things in a certain way, and they're finding it very difficult to adapt to the way you want them to do things. And that is why you find that me, I make cement block machines. I'm in the cement block industry. I should have been at the moment having a factory that will be producing cement blocks. But the reason why I'm not focusing on doing manufacturing of cement blocks is that if I do that, it means that I need to leave this business of manufacturing and let it run on itself and then go and do the manufacturing of cement blocks. And this is very, very difficult, because to find some people that you can rely, who you can trust that they will do in the factory here or manufacturing and do the things, the processes that we've explained to them, is not easy. It's one of the biggest challenges that we face in Malawi is that one. And I believe personally that that is one of the reasons why we are at the bottom of the value chain. We are at the bottom because the mindset is what is bringing us behind. It's something that we need to work hard on to change the mindset of the people. So it's not easy for somebody to start a company, like 3-4 companies at a time in Malawi, because sometimes your companies will need your attention. So you can't split yourself into 3 parts to run all those things. So you will have to compromise some of the parts of the business, and it makes it very difficult. Yeah, some people in Malawi, they're able to do it, but I am struggling to do it. I don't know how I can solve this problem. Yeah. Hazel says more open-minded. Yeah, it's difficult to, in order to find the people who are open-minded, so that you can work with them. Kofi says, how friendly is the government for expats in investment and being able to get legal paperwork for it? I need to still do some homework of that. I had asked Kevin to help me, but it's being difficult to get a hold of Kevin. I don't know, he's very busy maybe. But to say the truth, I can't be able to lie to you. But I know that we get a lot of people from outside who are able to come to do business in Malawi. So I don't think it will be difficult for you to come here to set up a business. There might be a lot of bureaucracy to compare with other countries like Gambia. I mean, Gambia, I love Gambia because they have actually come up with a policy for, for investors. So, which makes it very easy for somebody to start a business there to invest. But in most African countries, there's too much bureaucracy that you have to go through. And then the bureaucracy will always cause corruption. That's the problem that I face. That when you put a lot of bureaucratic processes, it leaves room for corruption. But I like the way they've done it in Gambia, where they've actually come up with a policy to say, we want to encourage people to come in our country to invest, and then we want to make it very easy for them. And this is the process they have to go. So all you need to do is you have to just follow those guidelines, and then everything just happens automatically. And I love, if our country could have also do the same process, I think it would be a great thing to do. Yeah. Yeah, so, but it is a friendly country when it comes to expats to come and start a business and all those kind of things. But I'm sure there will be some bureaucracy you have to go through. Forever Blessed says, hey, hey, hey. Yes, hey, hey, welcome. Welcome to Block 929. Yeah, so this is very nice. Please don't forget to like. And if you are new, don't forget to subscribe. I don't know how many subscribes we've gained so far, but please, if you're new, subscribe. If you subscribe, it means that you're going to give me more motivation to come out with more better content than this. And also, if you subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that every time I'm live, you're notified. And also, if I share a video, you'll be notified. I am going to be sharing very interesting videos. I'm revamping my YouTube channel. So I'll be sharing good content. I'm sure you're going to love it. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining our WhatsApp group. I see there's a new person who has joined in. I can't be able to communicate with you on WhatsApp because I'm here active on live. But after this, I'll be responding to your questions or your comments. Um, Kofi says, we need you on the ground to be our voice to the government and let them know the experts are ready to invest serious money. I wish I could be able to do that. Uh, and I'm very much open to help to assist the diasporas coming down to Malawi to invest and do business, and that is actually my wish. And I think that the first thing is for me to be able to share more information about Malawi. I should be the salesman for Malawi. I need to sell you uh, to get your attention and be able to sell Malawi to you. And after I've managed to sell you Malawi and you are getting the buy-in, then I can now go and be able to be the voice to motivate the government to say, okay, these are the people that wants to come and invest in our country. You can see for yourself, but now it's now your duty to say, how do you open the gates to allow these people to come in the country and invest? But first, we need to see more of your attention, more of your interest to come to Malawi. Kuba says, why is your channel Blog 929? Mind to share with us? All right. You know, before 2010, Malawi, we used to build our houses using bent bricks. And the bent bricks are bricks that you make with mud, and then you put them on an oven and you get firewood and you bend them. And that's the bent bricks. That's how Malawi used to build their houses in the past. And then while I was this time when it was happening, it was when I grew up as a young kid, and even when I went to South Africa, that's how things were done. So when I went to South Africa, I discovered that bent bricks in South Africa are bent using coal, and these bent bricks that are bent, they have a certain color, and they are used to decorate the houses. And that's what I discovered. So when I went to South Africa, I discovered that bent bricks are used to decorate the houses. In Malawi, bent bricks were used to build the houses. So there in South Africa, they will build the whole structure with cement blocks, but outside the cement blocks, they'll put bent bricks, which were bent with coal, just to make the house look beautiful. And they call them face bricks. So when I arrived there, I was introduced to the cement block. So I said to myself, wow, so they build houses here using cement blocks, but in my country, we build using bent bricks. So when I came back to Malawi for holiday, I bought a house and I decided I am not going to build my house using bent bricks, because I had learned there in South Africa that when you're building with with cement blocks, it's actually cheaper. So I started doing my renovation on this house using cement blocks, and there was a lot of people in Malawi who were interested to ask questions and say, why are you building your house using cement blocks? And then I told them that it's much cheaper to build cement blocks. Then when I went back to South Africa, I said to myself, that is an opportunity. If people in Malawi are not much using cement blocks for building their houses, I can come to Malawi and introduce this technology. So while in South Africa, I bought myself a manual machine, and this machine was used for making cement blocks. So I bring it down to Malawi, and then I started building a house for a client of mine using cement blocks. So there was a lot of like debate and conversation on Facebook, because I was sharing the pictures of the project on Facebook, and I discovered that it was too much controversial on Facebook that it got my attention. Then I realized that this controversy that we're having, we're having it because many people don't know much about cement blocks. So in 2011, I started talking on Facebook and campaigning about cement blocks until 2013. In 2013 is when I got the first person who said, I am interested. How can you help me? And that's how my business in the cement block industry started in 2013. So I was also busy building my house using cement blocks. So when I got this plot, the plot number was 929. Then I decided that I'm gonna call this plot block 929. It's block 929 because my house is built with cement blocks and it's on a plot number 929. So that's where block 929 comes from. So I hope that I've clarified on that one. Pan African says, will you be interviewing local professionals, examples, realtors, and consultants? Yes, I want to do that. But like I said, that my channel mainly is focused mainly on activities happening on Block 929. It's focused on activities happening on in my business here in the workshop, and also focusing on diasporans who want to move from America or England or Caribbean coming to Africa. I am not much into the um, like what can I say? Realtors, like you say, consultants, but I will try my best to be able to interview people so that the diasporans can have a picture and say how much opportunities are there in that industry. So yeah, I'll be interviewing the people. Pan African said drop a link for WhatsApp group. Okay, let me drop the link for you. Yeah, there you go. That's the WhatsApp. So you can join the WhatsApp group, then we can be discussing there. Yeah, it's an interesting story how the name of the Black 929 comes. Today, Malawi is building with cement blocks, and it's very interesting. Just because I came from South Africa with that manual machine, the whole construction industry has been changed. And I'm sure if you can one day go to on Facebook and see my journey, you will find that it was a very interesting journey. Pan African says, don't forget to like this video, people. Yes, please like. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, because out of the subscribers that we have, I think it's only about 40% or 30% that have activated their notifications. The rest, they didn't activate their notifications, so they don't get notified whenever I share videos. But I really appreciate you sitting down and watching me. And I see also, I've noticed that on Sundays, we get a lot of views than any other day of the week. I don't know whether we should be shifting the Saturday live to Sundays. But you can also give me a suggestion, or if you still love that I should do the Saturday live still on Saturday, then it's fine. I'll continue doing it. Rorian says, wondering if your block machines can also be used to make mud blocks. Somebody tried it and he told me that he was able to make some mud blocks, but I don't know how reliable those mud blocks are. Maybe if you can mix that mud with cement, maybe it will work, but I've never really tried it. One day I'm going to try to make mud blocks. Shell says, what banks save Malawi? Is access to banks easier for foreigners? I must still find out for you on when it comes to that one. But we have local banks like National Bank, which is a very old bank in Malawi. It's been there for a long time. Almost every Malawian wants to open an account with National Bank. Then we have First Capital Bank. It's also a new bank. It's been there for some time. It's a competitor with National Bank. We have FDH Bank, which is also local, which is owned by a Malawian. And then we have Standard Bank, which is a South African bank. And there's some more New Building Society, NBS. This is also a local bank. So the only banks we have in Malawi that are international is First Capital Bank and the Ned Bank. We also got a South African bank, Ned Bank. Yeah, and I'm sure as a foreigner, it shouldn't be a difficult thing for you to open an account, but I can find out for you. Ezo says more people are off from work, maybe. Yeah, maybe on Sundays more people are off from work. That's why we're seeing a lot of views. We do get a lot of views. Like last week, we had plenty of views, and it was very nice. YouTube is becoming very exciting. I'm slowly understanding how YouTube works, and I can see when the subscribers are online. I can see how many people are subscribing, which videos are bringing in more subscribers. There's so much things to learn about YouTube, and I love it. And I was telling my guys today that I treat YouTube as a business. So you guys, my subscribers, are my customers, and you want to buy a product which is my content. So I have to always make sure that I'm satisfying you by bringing you what you need. So that's why I'm actually even doing the marketing that just like I'm doing a business. So I want to see how it works. Maybe it will help me to grow my channel very fast. Ineo says Standard Bank has introduced an account for those in the diaspora you can open online. Oh, yeah, that's very smart because banks in Malawi, they need to know, they understand that the diasporans is actually another form of getting, foreign exchange. Because if they make it easier for diasporans to save money in Malawi or any other country, then there will be lots of money that will be sent to Africa to their accounts. And I'm sure that Standard Bank, when you send money from diaspora, your money is still kept in there as a in foreign exchange. So if you've sent some US dollars, the money still stays there as US dollars, so that you're actually protecting your investments. Robert says, it seems like you missed my question above, asking as a diaspora based in North America. What was the question? I didn't see it. What did you ask the questions? It seems like you. Um, I didn't see that question, Robert. Sorry. I'm sorry about. I'm trying to check for that question, but I can't see it.